Just to quickly talk about Leffen, I thought that he honestly had quite a few interesting observations, even good observations about flaws in Tekken. Like, he said, highs and mids are too hard to determine. And everyone was like, oh, well, Claudio's forward 3 was a mid in Tekken 7, now it's a high. Lars' down forward 2, 1, used to be mid-high, now it's a mid-mid, and it's punishable.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Jack's 1+2. There's a laundry list of moves that literally used to be mid and are highs, and vice versa. So, yeah, like, I think that's a fairly valid criticism.
You know, there's something when you play the game a little bit enough, you identify the location of where the hit spark pops up when you block things where you don't, and it shows you if something's high or mid. Those moves that you just named when they change, except for Lars down 4-2-1, because Lars down 4-2-1 is actually like the dumbest change in the game. I have no idea what Namco was doing with that one. The moves, as they change, the location of the hit spark also changed. So when you block it, when you get hit by it, you know it's a high, you know it's a mid.
But the animation's still the same. But like the thing with Leffen is that, look, he's a very experienced fighting game player. He's in multiple games, whether it's Dragon Ball Fighters or Melee or...
But he's not a Tekken player. We're talking about Tekken. We're not talking about fighting games. We're talking about Tekken.
But Tekken is a fighting game, and it's a video game.
Yeah, but it's Tekken.
Yeah.
It's he's
bringing his experience from what is successful and what is appealing and what is fun to him from other fighting games and applying that to Tekken. I think his opinion holds a lot of merit.
His opinion is about games that aren't Tekken, right? The question isn't, do you like fighting games? And Tekken is a fighting game. The question is, do you like Tekken, right? Do you enjoy the things that are presented by Tekken? Do you enjoy the puzzles that Tekken is giving you, along with the meat of playing the game? And the answer is no. He enjoys the part of Tekken that is like the other fighting games, like you said, the part where he gets to play the interplay, the things that he's used to from other fighting games, and he has the skills for already. He enjoys doing those things. But the part of figuring out Tekken, the puzzle aspect of Tekken that I keep mentioning, the part that is in the game, that is part of Tekken. If you don't like that, then you don't like part of Tekken. That's what you don't like. It's not hey, Tekken is flawed because it doesn't fit my enjoyment of other fighting games. Tekken is Tekken. Either you like Tekken or you don't.
Would he have enjoyed other Tekkens more though? Like if
he would have. If you played Tag 2, he would have loved it. Yeah.
Yeah, or like, well, I don't know about Tag 2 because, like, if he's like, oh, this game's super confusing and hard to understand. I don't know if Tag 2 is going to be the one you're going to like pull out.
No, because it's not super confusing. It's the part that there's no logical path to figuring the game out, which is something I mention on my stream a lot. Where people ask me, how do you learn how to make reads? How do you learn how to, how do you process digesting this game as a new player? I tell them I don't know how to, because Tekken. If I was a new player of Tekken 7, I would have hated it. Because the way I learned the game was by limiting options specifically, so I wasn't getting hit by a bunch of random stuff. I mean, I would force my opponents to have to like kind of rinse and repeat things so I could like start to spot them and learn how to counter them. And Tekken 7 is so volatile that you can get hit by something, never see it again, and never know how you're gonna beat it. So you have to just like go study like a move chart or something and try to commit everything to perfect memory like you're a genius or something, and then hope you pull the right counter out at the right time. It's I don't know.
I honestly think that's deflecting, though. I think that his criticism was fairly black and white. He can't discern between mids and highs, and that's a flaw. That's a visual error.
But there's a hit spark. There's a hit spark there. That's not part of other. That's what I'm saying. If the hit sparks are indicators, we as Tekken players we can spot those. We can spot when a move is mid or high, even if we don't know the move. As a Tekken player, I can tell if there's indications on animations that let me know if moves are unsafe. It's because I'm trained to figure out Tekken. That's my skill set. The unique patterns of identifying things in Tekken, I have developed those. He has not. That he has developed patterns of identifying things in other fighting games, which are more similar to what he's used to recognizing. But as far as recognizing these things in Tekken go, there's a new system. There are new things to spot, and when you can spot them, it's not that hard.
Look, if
the game doesn't help you learn how to spot them, that's the problem.
If a character does a punch like this, and then it hits low, do we defend it because it's Tekken? It seems like a very self-serving argument.
I mean, no, that's yeah, of course, right? There are moves that visually are weird as far as like I think Jesper and Skyrocket is one of them. To me personally, I don't think Jesper and Skyrocket looks like a mid.
Yeah,
right. I know it's a mid because I see it. You know, I do it. I know it's a mid because I've seen the hit spark, but it doesn't look like a mid. But that's why the game has hit sparks. Because the game has so many animations. There's so many moves. The reason they added the white outline to the homing moves and stuff is to try to help people identify.
And that's a good call. I think that's a good call.
Yeah.
That help. I thought I want more of that. I want more of the game teaching itself through the gameplay. Like I want. Like it's so frustrating whenever I'm trying to teach players Tekken. They always like but I learned this habit through this move, but then there are so many exceptions to that, and I feel like I'm never making progress. And it just feels like it's so hard for an intermediate level to progress in this game. There are so many obstacles to that just aren't fun. I think it's not fun to constantly be being drawn in one direction and in the other direction.
Like,
consistency,
Dark Souls,
transparency.
Is Dark Souls fun though? Like,
depends on who you ask.